I got to tell you, Ross, when you started 40th today, did you think that this was even possible?
Marty, I'm going to soak this in.
Ross Chastain's stunning Coca-Cola 600 win wasn't just another race result. It revealed something deeper about NASCAR's current state. Starting from the rear of the field in a backup car, Chastain executed a precise, relentless climb that redefined what was thought possible in one of the sport's toughest events. What happened at Charlotte raised serious questions, not just about race dynamics, but about the balance of strategy, skill, and risk in modern NASCAR. Forced into a backup car after a crash in practice, Chastain started the race in 40th position. In a 400-lap endurance race like the Coca-Cola 600, that should have made winning nearly impossible. But through disciplined driving, careful timing, and exceptional pit strategy, he clawed his way through the field. He only led 8 laps, but they were the most important ones, sealing the deal just 6 laps from the end. This marked the first time in history a driver won this event from the very last starting spot. His pass on Byron wasn't just about fresher tires, it was a mental game. Chastain knew Byron was feeling the weight of the moment, trying to defend a lead that had seemed locked down just 15 minutes earlier. That's the kind of tactical awareness that only seasoned racers develop, and he used it to perfection. William Byron was in control for most of the night. Leading 283 laps and sweeping the first 3 stages, he looked unbeatable. But as the final stage unfolded, his advantage began to slip. Byron battled through lapped traffic, tire wear, and mounting pressure. When Chastain arrived with fresher tires and perfect timing, Byron's grip faltered just enough. One loose corner was all it took. The lead was gone, and so was Byron's chance at making history. The aftermath of the race saw Byron clearly shaken. He stood beside his car, looking down, trying to process how a night of near perfection could unravel in seconds. It wasn't just a loss, it was a lost opportunity to cement his place in the sport's elite history books. Few have won both the Daytona 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 in a single season. Byron was on the edge of that club until Chastain slammed the door shut. The unexpected nature of Chastain's win highlighted vulnerabilities in NASCAR's race format. Officials strive for competitive balance, but a victory from the back in a backup car sent shockwaves. While exciting, it also pushed the boundaries of what race control had hoped to regulate. Such outcomes raise concerns. If bold strategy and risk-taking can overturn hours of dominance, how do you define fairness in racing? It also sparked debate among crew chiefs across the garage. Should teams start factoring more aggressive late-race tire strategies into their playbook? Should track position ever be sacrificed if a driver like Chastain can win with such a gamble? These are questions that will echo through war rooms long after Charlotte. This wasn't the brash Chastain of the past, the one criticized for reckless aggression. This version was more composed, more calculated. He didn't create chaos, he maneuvered through it. Over the past few seasons, Chastain's matured behind the wheel, trading raw aggression for smarter tactics. Charlotte showed that his edge now lies in timing and decision-making, not just brute force. After the race, Byron was visibly deflated. "It's just frustrating," he admitted. His team vice chairman, Jeff Gordon, acknowledged the disappointment, but focused on the positives, particularly Byron's points lead and exceptional performance. Still, coming so close to a career-defining win only to fall short will sting for a long time. For Hendrick Motorsports, the loss was more than just emotional. It was a strategic misfire. Byron's late pit stop sequence was just enough off-sync to give Chastain the edge. And in a sport where milliseconds matter, that's all it takes. Expect Hendrick to take a hard look at their final stage calls. Chastain's win dominated headlines. Fans split between celebrating his win and questioning how it happened. For NASCAR, it shifted the spotlight in an unexpected direction. Officials are used to controlling narratives, but when a surprise like this unfolds, control becomes elusive. And for a sport built on tension and drama, that's both a gift and a challenge. Social media, talk shows, and post-race coverage were filled with takes. Some praised NASCAR for letting true competition thrive. Others wondered if something about the current setup favors late chargers too heavily. Regardless, the storyline now lives beyond the race. It's part of NASCAR's ongoing identity crisis between tradition and evolution. Statistically, Chastain hasn't had a breakout year, at least not by traditional metrics. But in nuanced areas like restarts, defensive positioning, and passing, he ranks among the best. According to the latest NASCAR insights, he's currently 4th in restart effectiveness, 6th when it comes to defending his position, and 8th overall in passing efficiency. These aren't headline-grabbing numbers at first glance, but they tell the story of a driver who's finding ways to outperform expectations in critical moments. Restarts are chaotic, high-pressure situations that can define the trajectory of a race, and being among the best in this category speaks volumes about his timing and confidence. His defensive stats show that when he's in position, he's hard to pass, a reflection of both car control and strategic awareness. And his passing efficiency tells us that when he makes moves, they stick. He's not just making up positions by attrition, he's earning them with skill and grit. In a field filled with drivers in top-tier equipment, Chastain's ability to leverage these subtleties may be his most underrated asset. He's also posted a 22-7 head-to-head record against his Trackhouse teammates. These aren't flukes, they're signs of a driver who's mastering the fine details of Cup Series racing. Dig deeper and you see that Chastain is turning weaknesses into strengths. He's doing more with less, outperforming his equipment, and finding value in the subtleties of racecraft. His improvement reflects a driver building championship habits, one restart at a time. Chastain's win highlighted a paradox. Fans crave unpredictability, but NASCAR's leadership values structure. When a driver can overcome every disadvantage and still win, it reveals how strategy can outmaneuver consistency. This doesn't mean the system is broken, but it suggests unpredictability isn't just alive in NASCAR. It might be thriving. What's more, it puts pressure on NASCAR to find balance. How do you encourage creativity without inviting chaos? How do you maintain credibility while embracing risk? The next few races may offer clues, but for now, Chastain's win stands as a challenge to conventional wisdom. It's moments like this that keep fans coming back, not just for the speed or the spectacle, but for the stories. And Chastain just gave NASCAR one of its most compelling stories of the year. Enjoy unpredictable moments like this? Tap that like button and subscribe for more in-depth NASCAR stories. What did you think of Chastain's win? Gutsy, lucky, or genius? Let us know in the comments, and make sure you hit the bell so you're always updated.